touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And his guys are able to get a score back. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
He was tackled.
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And to give this time to the tailback. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Bulls 52, Diablos 21.
As this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time. We give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's good. 4-8.
Now Lewis. And he finds Gronk. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. That time a 6-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Diablos 28.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team.
Onside kick recovered by the receiving team.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
The 45-yard line.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
52, Diablos 28.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lewis. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Lewis now looking to throw on 2nd down. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. 3rd down here.
Incomplete.
From the gun, Lewis. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Lewis on 1st down. And he's got it. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Throwing is Lewis. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 5.